Hello and welcome back to SLE Equipment. Today we're going to be shooting another instructional video to show you how to safely and properly start up your trailer as well as shut it down for the day. So first place we're going to start. So first off, this is Miss Tammy Turner's trailer. Starting at the front of the tongue here, got a 5,000-pound electric tongue jack. It's a nice added feature, keeps you from cranking. Got your safety chains there, got your generator platform on the tongue. Now where we're going to start first is going to be your electric and how to turn that on and off, and how to safely fire up the electrical on it, because this is a 240 volt system. That's a lot of electricity and can be very dangerous if not done properly. So what you want to do first, this is going to be your 50 amp power cord here. This is going to plug in, it's going to turn and twist, and then you will lock down the collar by turning this into the threads there. Once you have that secured, you will then plug it into either your shore power connection like we have today, or your generator, which would sit here on the generator platform. Now, it is very important that your power source is not turned on. So you want your breaker either turned off for your shore power connection, or you want your generator not running when you plug everything in. Once you have everything plugged in, go ahead and flip your breaker on, and at that point you're free to go ahead and fire up the trailer. So moving right along here, this is going to be your utility spot. So this is where you're going to see you have a 30-gallon freshwater tank there. You have your city water fill connection there, water heater, water pump, and then over here is all your electrical. This is going to be your power cord here. It's 25 foot. Plug on that is a NEMA 14-50. This is your electric panel here. Got your 100 amp breaker in there, and you've got your 20 amp independent circuits there. Now, for everything to be on, all the breakers need to be flipped toward the center of the breaker panel. Once all that is up and running and you're good to go there, this is moving on to the 12 volt system here. This is a 12 volt charger that's going to charge this battery. Now this battery is going to run your lights and your water pump. This charger, whenever you're plugged into a shore power connection or your generator, on the bottom has a little green light. You can see that glowing there. As long as that green light's on, everything is working as it should. If this green light is off, there's some kind of problem, you let us know and we'll do what we need to do to get you fixed up. This is your 12 volt fuse panel. Now as you can see, for each one of your 12 volt systems you got a 20 amp fuse. In the middle there you can see those little red lights. If you have a little red light glowing, then that means that you have a blown fuse which will need to be replaced. This is all your valves for your water system, okay? If you're using your water pump and your freshwater tank here, that valve needs to be open. This valve in the middle needs to be shut, as well as this valve as well. Now, this valve here is to drain this tank. So if you get done for the day and you want to drain the tank, just open that valve, it'll drain out the bottom of the trailer. This one is for winterization, which you will get a video on. It shows you how, it walks you through how to winterize your trailer properly. But you will hook a air hose up to this, open the valves up on the sink, and blow out the water lines in the event it's going to get below freezing temperatures. Now, the water heater. So, water heater needs to be full of water before you plug it in. The reason for that is if you plug it in and the heating element turns on with no water in it, you'll burn the element up, and then you've got another issue. You can burn the water heater element up. Don't want to do that. The way you're going to know that is when you go inside, you're going to turn on your water pump, which I will show you once we get in there. Make sure that you have constant water. Once the water is constant and not spitting air through it, then you know that your water heater is then full of water, and you can come in here and plug it in. You're going to want to have it on the max setting, which is where we usually keep it there. And once it's on max, then at that point it'll take it about 30 minutes, depending on how cold or hot it is outside, to warm up to that magic number of 120 degrees. So moving right along around here, we have city water fill. So here you're going to have two connections. This one here on the left is going to be filling that water tank. So you're going to, if you're going to be at a place where you don't have a water supply, then you will fill your tank before you leave, and you'll work off your water pump. So that's where you fill that tank up. This, if you go to an event or if you're at a place that has supplied water, then you will just do that, put a food grade hose in right here, and you will bypass at that point the water tank and the water pump, and you'll just have supplied pressurized water from the water source. This trailer here is also has the crank jacks on the corners, so we got 4 of those. That takes a 3/4 inch socket. You'll have a speed handle that'll be inside the trailer as well, to manually do it, or you can put just a 3/4 inch socket on a battery powered impact or something, just to make it a little bit easier, simple on you. On down here, this is going to be your gray tank drain. So all you're going to want to do is to drain it. You got 2 options as far as the hose. You can either do a 3/4 inch garden hose, just regular style hose, hook in here, or you can take this whole thing off, and this is a 3-inch RV style hose. But you got the hose hooked up, and you're at a place that that will accept gray water, because you do have to go somewhere that is registered to, you know, dispose of it properly. You will just open this valve right here, pull that valve out, and it will drain your gray water tank. Very simple. Moving on along here, this is a porch trailer. They're going to put a kettle popper back here. So we got the half walls here, LED light on each end of the half wall, with the flip up gull wing doors above. This trailer also got 7,000 pound axles. They also elected to upgrade to the aluminum mag wheel. Looks really sharp. Now, very important here, before you leave out each day, you want to make sure that all these lugs are tight. We recommend that you torque them down to 120 foot-pounds on that, and then inside, behind here, you will find a grease fitting. So you every 10,000 miles or once a year, you're going to want to pop this off and grease that. Got another stabilizer jack there. Got some roller wheels underneath to protect the jacks, as well as the back of your trailer as well, in case you may be going up into a steep parking lot or driveway, what have you. That'll keep the back of the trailer from dragging the ground. Got a 36-inch half-wall entry door here. Spare matching tire there. The back here, we've got double barn doors that will open up all the way for easy access to the kettle popper to get it up there on the trailer or off. Another flip-up door here. Got 2 LEDs on the ceiling inside the porch. 36-inch entry door there with a bar lock. LED lights for your blinkers, tail lights, and brake lights on each side there. This also has some backup lights, so when you put it in reverse, these will glow. Nice little added feature. Around the other side, got the same thing, just no entry door, so you got a solid half wall here. Also have, of course, the mag wheels on this side as well. I'm telling you, this trailer looks really sharp. Another gull wing flip up. Going around, you got your LED on each side of your flip up there. Concession window equipped with your flip up counter. And I'll let this counter down. You're just going to hit this little button right here. Hit both of them at the same time. This thing will just let down for transit mode. And then of course this will shut down also for transit. Your 4th stabilizer jack there. Okay, now we're going to move into the most critical portion of the video. This is the part where we're going to talk about the propane. As you know, propane is a very flammable gas, can be deadly if not, if you don't take the proper precautions and just follow the signs and do the things that you're supposed to do. It can be dangerous. So first things first, what you're going to want to do first is you're going to want to have your concession window open and have your hood vent on and running. Once you have your hood vent on and running, then you can come in and you can turn on your gas valve at that point. I actually need to go in here and flip that hood on because I was testing for leaks. And we do that without the hood on. So right here is where you're going to flip your hood switch on. Alright, so once you have that hood switch up and running, and at that point you're going to come here. As you can see, I'm running off our tank. Your tanks are both empty. And on this particular trailer, we have lines ran for the left tank. We don't have it hooked up though. That's going to be done by the customer because those kettle poppers do take a high pressure system, which we do not install here at SLE. So this will have to be done by another company after the fact when they install the popper on the trailer. This side here is hooked up and functional. That's what we will be working off of today. They do have a 50-pound fryer inside, so that's what we're running this tank on today. So here, this is your regulator here. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here and you're going to turn on your tank. Once you have your tank turned on, that's going to pressurize the valve. Okay, that's going to pressurize your regulator here. And then once you have that turned on, you'll go in here. I already have it on, obviously, for the purpose of the video today. Anytime you're in line with the line, it's going to be on. When you're starting though, this thing will be turned off. So when you go to turn this on and you've already got your tank on, when you turn this on, you should hear just a small burst, just a psst, and that's it. Okay. If you hear constant hissing after you turn this valve on, it could be one of two things. First thing is that in this case, the fryer is not turned off. Like your knob on your fryer is allowing gas to actually flow into the trailer, which is not what you want. Okay, you want all the knobs to be in the off position when you're turning on your gas valve. So if you turn this on and you hear hissing and all your knobs are off inside on your appliance, then you have a leak. At that point, you want to turn this back off. You want to call your local gas company, have them come out and inspect the unit and find out what's going on and where the leak may be. Now, several things that could potentially happen to cause a leak. As you can see, we run the lines tucked up on the frame rail under the trailer. So you're driving down the interstate, driving down the road, piece of wood, tire, any kind of road debris could potentially get underneath the trailer and damage one of those lines. So again, if you hear that constant hissing, shut that off and call your local gas company, have someone come out and inspect the unit. You never want to run the trailer if you have that going on. It's very dangerous. Now, you charge the line, turn your valve on, all you get is your little burst of psst, and that's it. Then you're good to go. So at that point, you've got gas running into the trailer at that point, and now you can come in here and you can fire up your equipment. Stepping up into the porch. Got the black ATP on the porch. It's really nice. Now, inside the unit, you can see we got the hood running. Right inside the door here, we have your fire suppression. Got the tank down here mounted on the little piece of the fender well. Now, your fire suppression system really you want to make your last resort. The trailer's going to come here, as you see, it's got an ABC and a Class K handheld fire extinguisher. If you can use that to put out any kind of grease fire or something without having to use your fire suppression, that's idealistic, just because you don't want to have the downtime. If you pull this trigger, if you pull this pin, pull this over, it's going to empty that tank, it's going to make a mess. You've got downtime cleaning it up, you got to have the system recharged. It's just a whole thing. So it's there if you need it. You know, if you have to have it, by all means, that's what it's there for. But if you can use the handheld, keep them close by, it's going to be better for you. As you can see here, we got one unit. So we got the fryer, 50-pound Royal Ranges fryer. Got your filters here. The filters need to have no space in them. So there needs to be no space at the end, no space in the middle, no space at the other end. Now these filters, it's like anything else, they're going to get dirty, so you're going to want to take them down periodically. Very simple. Just pull them out, wash them with soap and water, and put them back in once you've dried them. You're going to want to do that very regularly. It's just like anything else. You know, if something's dirty, it's not going to work as well if it's clean. You know, so you want to keep them clean. Again, this is a 50-pound Royal Range fryer. Got your work table here, a little space for a potential trash can or what have you. We have the 20 amp plug there. Got your switches here. These are your light switches. Got a nice long upper shelf here. Some upper cabinets above, the sinks. Got your AC unit. I do have that on. It's nice and cool in here. 27-inch Arctic Air worktop refrigerator. Also working really well. As you can see down here, it's on a chilly 32. Got your little work table here for a cash register, taking orders, giving orders there. Got your 3-bay sink, hand wash sink over here. Another workspace. Again, this is going to be for your hood switch. You've got another 20 amp plug there, another 20 amp plug there. Now whenever I'm going to show you, what I'm going to show you next is going to be the hot water working. And it is indeed hot. So what you want for code is going to be 120 degrees. As you can see, we're at 134, so that is plenty warm to be where it needs to be. So that's working great. Now the next thing I'm going to show you is going to be your fryer and how to light that. Alright, so underneath here, as you can see, I've already got the pilot lit. So the way that you do that, you've got a little dial down here. I'm in the on position. Now normally when you come in here, obviously this is going to be in the off position. To light the pilot, you're going to turn the pilot that you see down here. You're going to turn that to this little red dot. You're going to push in. Now, if it's your first fire up, it's going to take you a little while. It's going to take a little while for the propane to get through the line. So you may have to hold that in for a while before you actually get this to light. That's normal. Now, if you're at an event and you're coming in day 2, this thing's going to fire right up. It's not going to be an issue. It's going to light as soon as you light it. But on first fire up, it may take just a little bit. But as you can see, we got it light up. So all you do now, once your pilot's lit, is you will turn this knob here, and that will light up the burners. You are cooking. Now that we're finished here, turn it to the off position, and then you're going to come down here and you're going to turn this also to the off position. That is going to extinguish, as you can see, it's starting to go out. It's going to extinguish that pilot light. Now that that's off, I'll show you how to properly shut everything down. Once you've turned off your fryer, turned off both your knobs, you're just going to simply come out here, turn it off at the tank, come over here, shut off your valve. Now you are properly shut off and everything is turned off for you to shut down for the night. Now, once you've turned all that off, now you can go back around, shut all your doors, turn off all your lights, and turn your hood off. As you can see, the AC is, now that I've got that turned off, you can see that it's running, doing what it's supposed to do. It's nice and cool in here. All right, so that is going to wrap up our video today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it's beneficial and helpful to you. If you do have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're here to help. Good luck with your journey and your venture, and hope you have a great evening. Thank you for watching.